age differentiating between minor children and adults, is that 18?
Yes, so the Children's Act sets minority at 18.
Megan, maintenance. I have had my own woes with maintenance, as I'm sure so many parents with abusive partners have, because there's a general trend of simply just not paying and not supporting in any way. Help, please.
Yeah, well, my heart certainly is to help, but it's not always that easy. And I think I would start with saying this, and this has been my experience when I was practicing as an attorney. A court cannot make an order that it cannot give effect to. So if somebody is truly broke, and I'm just going to use those words informally, you can't force them to pay $5,000 a month towards your children. If they're, abusing alcohol or drugs and they don't have a job, what must the court do to get money off him? So I think you need to start on that when you approach the topic of maintenance in your life. And like I say, if you're in a situation where there really is no hope of maintenance, the duty to maintain the children will always exist, but it might be worth considering making another plan. I don't say that lightly. I'm saying if there truly isn't a way that the court can order maintenance against someone, the duty will still exist, and so if he gets a job, then you can enforce it. Then approach the court. So the requirement to pay maintenance is always there. The maintenance court is always there. There are maintenance officers, maintenance investigators, people who will help you, if there is money to be paid towards maintenance, to find it and to have it paid for the children, because parents have an equal duty to maintain their children. And maintenance is based on three things: the legal relationship between the parties. So that might include a grandmother or a grandfather or even an adult sibling. The need for maintenance and the ability to give it. So if those three things are there, it's kind of the perfect storm, and that would allow you to succeed in your maintenance application. But there's certainly an ability to do it. There are people there to help. And yeah, you do have to have patience though. You are sometimes working in a pretty overworked and overrun system. But yes, be patient.
If I can just read a very short section again from the book Loved by Grace Toward a Graceful Purpose. How can the maintenance court assist me in getting maintenance amount from my ex if he fails to pay? According to Section 31 of the Maintenance Act of South Africa, the following: issue a subpoena to banks to establish his banking account and income received. If there is proof of income, debt, or assets, then the following avenues are possible. The first one, issue a garnishee order or emolument, whereby the employer is ordered to pay the sum of maintenance to the parent directly before paying any salary to the defaulting parent. Number two, issue a warrant of execution, wherein the defaulting parent's movable assets can be sold on auction. And then thirdly, issue an attachment of debt, whereby the defaulting parent's debtors are instructed by the court to make payment to yourself instead. And I think that's easier said than done. Definitely. Because of the red tape and the time and our overworked maintenance investigators and officers. They've got files stacked knee-deep on their desks. And then the cost, obviously, as well, because that would often involve an attorney. Am I correct?
Particularly at execution stage. So obtaining or enforcing the judgment. Obtaining a maintenance order is one thing. Enforcing it is obviously the difficult thing.
Thank you so much, Megan. Do you think there's anything else that the listeners can benefit from if we can pick your brain very quickly?
On the legal system, I think it's important to understand that the legal system is there to support you. And everybody's concern with the legal system is the cost. And unfortunately, the setup at the moment is not ideal, because you either fall within a means test for legal aid, which is very low, or you're able to afford a private lawyer, which is very high. And in between are many, many women who aren't able to access the legal system for help. And that is where organizations like ours are hoping and praying to step in to help these women. And if I may give a little bit of personal experience with the women that I have helped, is to just be there, is to just give the advice, to explain something like, well, you have a domestic violence interdict, this is what you can do with it. If he has money, then this is what you can do. And just be a sounding board, even if you can't, represent someone and take it all the way to the end. You can just be that help to someone. And that is my heart. And I know there are many lawyers out there who have a similar heart, and I'm hoping they'll heed the call.
Yes, we are, as S.T.E.P founding members, we are crying out loud and asking that if this message touches your heart and you'd like to step alongside us in helping others to take safe steps beyond abuse, contact us. And if you're willing to assist with some pro bono hours in helping, you can send an email to info@stepsafe.co.za, and we'll put you in touch with with Megan herself, and she can guide you through that. Yes. And I just want to say as well, from a survivor of an abusive relationship, while you're still in that abusive relationship, as I explained last week, you are in a state of trauma, and trauma will affect you differently. You may go into complete robot state, whereby you are not really cognizant of what is happening around you. And that is where legal aid can be so beneficial. But specifically legal aid from someone who understands where you are. Not just someone who is out there to make money off you. And I would say that respectfully. But it is definitely beneficial to ask for help, legal help specifically, from the right people. Because they will also understand that sometimes you completely go into a state of mental fog where you cannot remember things which are legally important. And they will have the patience to guide you through that.
So as we wrap up this part of the chapter in the book, Legal Practicalities, with attorney Megan Gedye and the author of the book, Lizanne herself, Loved by Grace Toward a Graceful Purpose. If you can maybe just run us through the program as founding members of S.T.E.P. I think you're still in the founding phases, or do you have victims take that safe steps?
S.T.E.P came about through the passion of 4 individuals from different backgrounds and with different expertise to unite and stand together in support of not only women but men as well who have been in abusive relationships. And together, I keep on repeating that we help to take safe steps beyond abuse, because taking safe steps is the key word here. And in so doing, the name S.T.E.P stands for support, trust, empowerment, and progress. We will provide you or assist you with the tools with which you can help yourself. We cannot fix you. No one can fix you because you don't need fixing. However, we wish to empower you so that you can walk into your future safely, with confidence, having found your voice, which you lost during your abusive relationship, and whereby perhaps you can one day help others yourself because you understand where they have been. And I think that captures the heart of S.T.E.P and what we as founding members would like to do for our community around us.
Absolutely.
And if anyone wants to reach you?
You're welcome to contact us on the email address info@stepsafe.co.za. You're also welcome to go on to my Instagram handle, liz.annhattingh. And even if you just type my name into Google, you'll see the different helpful tools that I've put out there. But it is important to ask for help because you are worthy of being helped, and we'd like to help you.
Just to leave you with some of the reviews from some of the women that participated in various support groups that Lizanne and Megan had facilitated. So Amy says, "Take the leap of faith. I did, and I was terrified. I told myself to just go once and then decide if it's for me or not. I went and never left. This group has had a hugely positive impact on my life." And then Michelle says, "You are not the only one. We are all out there trying to cope. But with this group, it makes you realize that you are not alone and that you can reach out." Also from Lauren, "Good to speak to others who understand my frustrations and to be able to encourage each other." And then Heather goes on to say, "Meeting people of a similar situation, a space of no judgment to help you make sense of your emotions and also provide validation." And with that, we want to say thank you so much to our guests.
Thank you, Venora and Megan. It has truly been a privilege and an honor to spend time with you again.
Thank you, Venora, and thank you, listeners.